Okay, so hear me out, guys. This is my idea. This is my idea that I'm coming up with literally right now. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. We blend two worlds right now.
Dust 2 is more than just a map in a video game. Given the countless collective human hours spent inside of it, it feels closer to something like a real place. A place that I could probably draw a map of with a higher degree of accuracy than my childhood home. But what is it about this map that still resonates with people almost 25 years later?
DE Dust and Dust 2 are not only great maps, they're relics of a renaissance in community contribution to video games. A time when the original Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, and Dota were all released within a few years of each other. It was a time of unbridled creativity among map makers and modders, when classics like CS Tire stood toe-to-toe with bizarre maps like DE Rats or The Simpsons House. When a teenager could cobble together a map like DE Cobble, and it would instantly be canonized into Counter-Strike's map rotation. Among the countless maps that emerged out of this period, the one that looms largest over the history of Counter-Strike is almost certainly Dust 2, which is why its humble origin story is so fascinating. So to tell that story in his own words, we tracked down the original designer, a man who hasn't worked in the games industry in over a decade. It's easy to assume that a map this legendary was designed by a seasoned veteran.
But the story of Dust 2 begins before there was a DE Dust, before there was a Counter-Strike, before there was even a Half-Life.
This is actually hilarious to me really quick because I'm just realizing what I've done unintentionally is I've just recreated those TikToks where you watch a clip of Modern Family while Subway Surfers is playing underneath it. But I'm the Subway Surfer.
It begins with a kid named Dave Johnston making Wolfenstein 3D maps in his bedroom after school.
What have I become?
So I grew up in the 80s. My dad worked at British Telecom, a communications firm, UK, very big, and he was a software engineer. In the 80s and early 90s, he had a tendency to bring home computers, all kind of little 8-bit microprocessors, the simplest things, but I got into computers very, very early, and especially the Atari ST, which is where I learned most of my console computer skills when I was about 7, 8, 9, 10. Through that, I got into BBSs, and I discovered Wolfenstein, amongst other games on BBSs I played. So that was my first-ish 3D game I played, and I think I was hooked instantly. And these BBSs, they also included map editing tools. So I started my first map editing journey making Wolfenstein 3D maps, which was very similar to just playing Minesweeper. I just kind of click squares on screen to create walls or get rid of walls or create doors. And it wasn't until I was about 12 or 13 that I discovered Doom for real. I managed to get a copy totally legitimately from a school friend. And again, I was obsessed with all the WODs I could download from BBSs, racking up the most enormous phone bill for my parents, who thankfully were very forgiving. And yeah, before I knew it, I was making Doom maps, and I think I released my first Doom map on the internet in 97 or so. And at that time, Quake and Quake 2 had just come out one after the other. So I was starting to move from Doom, which was 2D, much like making vector graphics, which again I'd done on the Atari, to doing the full 3D work. And I remember my first attempt to do a 3D map in Quake was just impossible. I just couldn't do it. I thought, okay, just give up mapping now. Thankfully, I revisited it a few weeks or months later and tried again. I started to get a hang of it, started to make a few Quake maps just for myself, never finished a single one. I just make 1 or 2 rooms here and there. At the same time, I got hooked onto Team Fortress, the original Quake World Team Fortress, and then Quake 2 CTF, and I was completely into the kind of playing mods and then trying to make maps for them.
Damn, they be buying shit, dude.
When Quake and Quake 2 came around, Ben Morris had designed another tool called Worldcraft. That was a paid-for thing. I couldn't afford it. I was just a 16-year-old. So I had to use other tools. So for Quake initially, I used Cruel and also the official QuakeEd. Actually, Cruel was great. It worked really well, but it limited of 300 brushes. I think Dust ultimately had about 700, 800 brushes. So I couldn't have created a Dust style map with Cruel. And then when Half-Life came around, it included Worldcraft for free because they basically hired Ben Morris to work on the editing tools for them. And yeah, I mean, at the time, editing was all about creating brushes, which is just these big solid blocks in the world, tried to join them together to make sure players couldn't escape, texturing them appropriately. It wasn't a huge deal. The textures were flat. There's no.
I thought I fired
just
this
diffuse
guy.
textures. There's no like
Oh,
specular
I
or
just had to pay his
shininess or,
salary for the day. That
even
sucks.
sandstone in some cases. There's just these big solid things. The sky was just a skybox. There's just a simple 6 pictures floating in the sky. And compiling on my, I think I had a Celeron 300 or something at the time, or even before that, a Pentium 2, 233. Compiling a map the size of Dust took maybe an hour, 2 hours. So the iteration process was slow. But yeah, at the end, you got this beautifully lit map. I mean, by today's standards, so primitive. But back then, it was the most incredible thing, especially for someone who's come from Doom, which already seemed amazing at the time, and from Wolfenstein. Like again, each step seems such an impressive improvement from the previous one. And then
I saw my first
also
Minecraft
1998,
parkour vid this week, and I was so
Half-Life came,
confused.
and that kind of just changed everything. It came with free mapping tool, Worldcraft, which I already knew. There was new textures, there was always new functionality. And before I knew, I was hooked on making Half-Life maps. And then, a year after that, Counter-Strike came out. And yeah, that came with textures, and I was hooked on the game and started making my very first CS map, which was the Waterfall Retirement Home for Beta 3. And thankfully, it was deemed good enough to be accepted, and that led on to the whole Dust and Dust 2 and that entire journey. At the time, I was very familiar with the Half-Life textures, and I'd seen all the other Counter-Strike maps at the time, and most of them were very Half-Life-ish. They'd always kind of Half-Life-y textures, and to me, it felt ours to be a terrorist or counter-terrorist in Half-Life. That didn't fit right. So when I saw this Sea Striker in the Beta 2, I was like, oh, all this new stuff I can build. I can build buildings and things that are more familiar to me rather than this science fiction Half-Life universe. I think I instantly transfixed with that red brick texture that was all over the Retirement Home map. That texture pack was just filled with urban textures that I felt I could use and be a bit more creative with. I wasn't so constrained by what I'd seen in Half-Life. When I was making Half-Life maps, I was trying to stick to the thing they'd established. But with Sea Structs, I had my freedom to do anything I wanted, really. There's no prior art. And that was really freeing. I didn't know where I was going when I started them. I had to make like a wall, then another wall, then a floor, a door maybe, and before I knew I had an entire map in front of me. This one just happened to look like a big old, like kind of say beat up building with a big courtyard, and yeah, just had the kind of oldish look to it that was very different to Half-Life.
So CS Tire ended up being incorporated into the third beta of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were really young at the time, so I'm very curious what that was like for you.
Yeah, I must have been 15. I must have been 16 by then. So I'd finished all my exams from that summer. I just had a summer waiting to start sixth form here in the UK. So I just had time to play and do what I wanted. I didn't know Jess or Gooseman at the time. I was just a member of the CS mapping forum. I thought, I think this map might be good enough. I'm gonna upload it and see what people think. Worst case, I get some critical comments and improve it. Best case, maybe they'll think about including it in the game. And I think by the next morning, I'd had a reply from Jess saying they wanted to include it in Beta 3, and they did some testing. I moved a long route from the CT spawn away to T spawn, and I don't think at the time I quite appreciated what just happened. There's a slightly weird map that I'd made, totally different to all the other maps in the game, that they somehow deemed acceptable to put in this little mod. I thought, okay, I'll take it. And then before I knew it, that map was being played. I was playing it online with other people, which was an amazing feeling. That's when Jess came back to me and said, "Hey, Dave, do you want to maybe make another map? We've got a texture artist you can work with," which was Chris McMahon-Ashton. And then that whole led on to the whole Dust thing, which some people may know about.
Okay, let's go.
When we talk about a map as iconic as Dust, it's
My
easy to
customers
imagine that it's the
appreciate my
product of some
weighed packs,
mythical
okay?
map maker
Of course I weigh
toiling
my
away on
packs.
their masterpiece. But the truth behind the map is far stranger and more interesting than that. It's the product of an impatient kid seeing early screenshots of Team Fortress 2.
I was a massive fan of the original Quake World's Team Fortress, and so when I found out that Valve had bought the Team Fortress team, I was excited. And so when I got retirement home into Counter-Strike, that was around the same sort of time that I think Valve released another tranche of screenshots of Team Fortress 2 at the time, and those were the ones that included this golden kind of beautiful lit world, very sort of sandy with a tank and some military marching through this environment. I thought, wow, that's okay. Now you've got my attention. I was so excited to play Team Fortress at that point. It suddenly solidified in my mind that was the next game I had to play. But of course, it was being delayed, and the release date was far out. So when Jess said, I've got Chris Ashton, got Megman, he's going to make some textures for you for another map. I was like, oh, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to try to replicate what I've seen in these Team Fortress 2 screenshots. And it was super cheeky of me. That was like such a looking back, that's quite a horrible thing for me to have done. To try to replicate these screenshots and steal what the masters at Valve have been working on with map makers and texture artists. They've probably put so much time into those screenshots to make them perfect for release onto the web. And there's me, the old teenage guy from the UK, who's going to kind of come in and swoop in on their glory and try to make it myself. I circled in the screenshots the textures I wanted. He came back a few days later and said, "Here you are," and a few extra ones. And I started recreating those screenshots for myself, which is a useful area that represented the Counter spawn in D-Dust. That was all I had to work from, was that little area. But yeah, it was amazing to be able to get that area created and be able to walk around it and experience it and think, this is, I'm in TF2. I'm actually playing a game that hasn't been released yet, and it just felt so fun. In the past, when I was making Doom maps, I'd really enjoyed making maps of my school or my home, and just having that kind of freedom to explore in an environment you don't normally have freedom to explore was exhilarating. This was similar. I was able to explore an environment I'd seen in a screenshot that I wouldn't get to experience myself for a long time. I could do it today. I could now run around and see where it went. And then, of course, at that point, I ran out of screenshots because it nearly had 5 screenshots of one area. So I had to work out, okay, I've now got the starter map. Jess and MacMan are now expecting me to make a
What's
map
the
out of
ceiling
this.
boost
Where
tri-wave?
do I go from here? I knew Goose and Jess were trying to make a new game mode for Counter-Strike called Diffusion, where you had to plant a bomb one or two spots, and the other team would have to defuse it. To me, I played a lot of CTF, so I thought
Let's go!
you
Son of a
Stable! I can make a
bitch.
CTF style map with these textures. I can do that.
A little sneaky nighttime
I
5
saw
again?
some
What's
track-based
up, man? Thank you very
initial
much.
CT spawn I didn't know it was a
Oh,
CT
sexy
spawn. I
Sonic
thought I should do it.
sneaking in on that sexy
Just
nighttime
really
5.
whack
Ooh, a little lemon,
I developed
dude.
that area into a underground pit, and there's a little road that came out the front of CT spawn and went left and down where the D-Dust underpass is now. That went down further into underground pits. It's all very dark. I think it had a tomb or something down there, a few windows. I didn't know what I was doing. I think at this point I was really exploring the textures that I'd had, trying to work out what would work, what didn't work, and trying to establish a theme and a style for the map. When I did that, and decided that this map had to be above ground, had to be bright and colourful. I know I spent a lot of time with the underpass because that was a sort of design that I thought would be fun. I've played other CS maps. I've played Siege a lot and Assault a lot, and I think I was picking up little bits from those and trying to put them in
Dude,
here.
you get hit by curses
I love being a
hard,
sniper
dude.
in
I'm
Counter-Strike, so
sorry.
this
Son of
underpass
a
would be
bitch.
a fun place to snipe. And then I thought, okay, I've got the sniper section. What about people who don't like to snipe? What about people who
Chuckster, what are you chucking?
Which is me.
A lemon!
The other
Get it
80%
out of
design.
here!
And I created this sort of tight.
Get that
in the
lemon
middle,
out of
these little
here!
corridors.
You
And then
son of
the
a
the T-spawn.
bitch.
Again, I thought, okay, I need to tie this together somehow. And I just kind of tried to copy the style I got from the CT spawn, which I still didn't know was the CT spawn. It's just another area. It became the CT spawn. I just copied that style, wrapped it
Good
around.
shit, dude.
And once the entire map was sealed, and you
Thanks for getting rid of that
flag to
Sonic,
escape,
too.
I then
On behalf
started
of the
to think,
chat, I actually wouldn't
about
mind if you stuck
where
around
these
for a little
things to
bit.
go. I think I already knew that the underpass would be a flag or bomb in CT parlance, and the other bit on the other side would become a bomb spot, and then with either team either side. That seemed to make sense, and that was the map I presented to Jess, who then said, "Great, awesome, thank you." Put to testing, and then he came back and said, "Actually, could you move that bomb spot from the underpass
Did your
to
employee
where
really
CT
steal
spawned?"
from
I
you?
thought,
No,
okay,
it's clickbait.
Sure, to me, that seemed really weird. But again,
Nah,
I'll
it's just
trust
clickbait.
judgment. And that was the version that shipped in beta 4. Yeah, and before I knew it, I was waking up. That must have been Saturday, Sunday morning, downloading beta 4 for the first time,
Got him.
and finding tons and tons of servers playing D-Dust, and thinking, "Oh god, it's actually happened." People playing my map for real. Some are still playing Retirement Home, but most are playing Dust. And yeah, that's when things took off. The very first time I thought maybe I'd hit upon something good was when I saw a screenshot. I can't remember if it was in IRC or ICQ, or even on the Counter-Strike website. There's a screenshot of them playing all the new maps that release, and at the bottom there's someone in chat saying, "Could we play the Dust map again?" And other people saying, "Yes, please, yeah, that one, I like that one." I was like, okay, people actually like this. And that's about the first kind of feedback I've seen from actual people playing these maps is amazing. And jumping into servers and no one knowing that I was the creator and just playing with them and be able to recreate these scenarios that I had played in my head when designing the underpass or designing the CT spawn a little bit. Or thinking about all the crate placement I'd done to stop lines of sight being too long.
We watching YouTube during the game. Yeah, this is
working practice. I think it was
some good old-fashioned brain rot.
Satisfying. And
I'm the
so
Subway
unreal
Surfers of the Minecraft parkour that plays at the bottom of the screen.
What was happening? But at the same time, I'm playing this first few hours of Dust and thinking, oh yeah, this timing's not right, or I'm getting to the CT, I'm getting to the middle bit too fast as a counter-terrorist, or too slow as a terrorist, or this thing, I'm getting caught on this and getting caught on that. Immediately I was already trying to find the flaws and see how it could be improved. And so that's why the subsequent betas 5, 6, and 6.5, there are always little changes to the map, like breaking walls, moving crates, making things brighter, darker, moving the sunlight around, just trying to adjust these little circumstances that I'd either spotted or got caught in myself that are not fun to be in. For the first Dust, the main choke point was in those corridors in the middle. So I'd literally spawn from the frontmost spawn point of each team and run that as the shortest path I possibly could, and see. I'd have my watch, be timing it and just seeing at what points, how far I could get before I could possibly see the emergence point of view of the team. And so I think for Dust that was around 11 seconds in most cases, and I did push those spawns back and forth over subsequent releases to get that balance just right.
Once this map is out there and it's popular and you're seeing screenshots of it and people talking about it, you're the person who made it, but in a sense now it belongs to the Counter-Strike community or something.
Yeah.
It must have felt very different to be working on the maps once they were out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I knew every small change I'd make would be breaking someone's strat that could make the next game, or could be introducing an issue for someone else. It was I did have a sense of it was ownership, also responsibility. It's like somehow I was given these people an experience that they were enjoying, and that was for my small 16-year-old head, that was mind blowing. I was like, my head was exploding like this. And it's just incredible responsibility. But at the same time, I knew I had to make it better.
I get to crack packs while my employee works the store.
I was just, this boy had made a map and wasn't even not professional at all. I was complete amateur. But I knew that, I had to do things right now. I had to do things properly, do things as professionally as I could, and try to adhere to the standards I'd seen other mappers at the time extol. But at the same time, it was like, so excited and so happy that this map had been received so well. I had no idea what would happen next. I didn't know if it's just a flash in the pan, if that'd be, if it's going to last more than a few days, weeks, months, years. I think I was just trying to enjoy it the best I could at the time and playing that version of the game and that version of the map as much as possible. To just really experience it and get the enjoyment that I was trying to put into it. Out again.
You alluded to this a little bit, but Dust was one of the first, maybe the first major diffusal map it's hard for people, I imagine, now who got into Counter-Strike later, especially, to decouple Counter-Strike from defusing a bomb. It's such an iconic part of playing Counter-Strike now.
Yeah.
Could you talk about, like, I'm not sure what the right question is here. Just like, what did you imagine that would be a big deal? Did it feel like that was an intriguing game mode to you? Did you feel like it would blow up? No, that's not a pun.
So I mean, the original game title of Counter-Strike was Hostage Rescue, and at the time that felt, I mean, it felt so revolutionary because all the other mods for Quake and Quake 2, even Half-Life at the time with like Science and Industry, they're all kind of CTF or variations of CTF, often with extra functionality like grappling hooks or super weapons and things.
And stuck
so
on TCG.
Counter-Strike seemed fresh.
Hold on one
I know
sec.
that other mods
I gotta
like
pause so I can read out loud. Been so stuck on TCG Sim. Thanks to you. I'm so sorry, dude. Still wanted to say the subathon has been great so far, and thanks for the great content. I'm really happy to hear that, Staples. The part about it being great content, I'm really sorry you're playing this game. I'm sorry I'm playing it too.
And Half-Life even, but it also had a bit more creativity to them. But I think it's more interesting. You're having actual scientists at the time chasing you, coming after you to find freedom. So that's new. That's different. That's very unique to what it has from other games. So when Diffusion came along, again, that was a bit like CTF. You had two teams with the distinct objectives. That felt a little bit of a backward step, but at the same time, it played more strongly into the Counter-Strike theme of terrorists, counter-terrorists. Of course, they're more likely to blow up things and steal a scientist here and there. So that made more sense. By the time Counter-Strike had reached retail, we all knew it was happening. So it wasn't such breaking news to me. I can't even remember if I went into a store and bought it, or I just bought it online. I don't know what I did. I'm pretty sure that Valve sent me at least one copy of it in the post. So I already had a copy. For it to reach retail, I had to hand over the rights to the map to Valve, which was unique in itself to be paid money for this thing I'd spent time on. That was possibly the more exciting and interesting and most unexpected thing about the whole affair. The thing of putting on the shelves, that was just a logical consequence of being paid and the thing being successful. So I don't think I really appreciated at the time quite how monumental that was. I think I do wish I spent more time at the time just appreciating this game I worked on. It's a cardboard box on a CD, in game or whatever the local shop was at the time. Yeah, I don't think I really sunk in back then.
If you didn't know the whole story of Dave's map-making journey, the unprecedented success of DE Dust might seem like the obvious high point. But while he was struggling to come to terms with the fact that lightning never strikes twice, those of us with 25 years of hindsight know that his biggest success was right around the corner.
Holy shit, that wasn't his peak?
So at this point, I'd made Dust and I'd made Cobble, both of which were in Counter-Strike in rotation. So I just established myself. I was pretty happy, but I think I was also pretty sure that I'm not going to get a third map into the game. That's ludicrous. Excluding Water Over Time, a fourth map into the game, that would be ludicrous. So I started to toy around with making another Dust map, and I'm pretty sure between Dust and Dust 2, I had tried making new
Dust 2
maps with the same texture set, and they just haven't got anywhere. I had to make a few walls, make a doorway, and you just kind of lose interest, move on to the next thing. For whatever reason, with the next Dust map, I found a scrap of paper, doodled a design, which I never did for any other map. All my previous maps, I just kind of winged it. I just made it up as I went along. For Dust 2, I just tried to design something on paper. Thankfully, that design is one that I found the courage, maybe is the right word, to actually get into the computer and get it from start to finish it was a design that more or less roughly reflected what was on paper. There's some significant changes, especially to the CT spawn, I think. But the overall layout was more or less there. And I thought, okay, this design is completely different to Dust. It's completely different to Cobble. This is far too tight. It's a bit ugly in places. It's a bit too angular. It's got like sharp edges and sharp corners. It's got a spiral. It's got rocky bits. This is just silly. This is not a map that everyone's going to want to play who likes Dust or Cobble. And so I thought, okay, well, I've made it now. And around that sort of time, I had an email from Joe Market from GameHelper.com, and he said, "Yeah, he wanted me to make a map for them." And I thought, well, I've got this Dustish map. Yeah, he said, "Okay." And I think that's probably music to his ears. That's possibly the best thing he could possibly hear from me. I've got this Dust style map. I did sort of tell Jess about it, and again, Jess said, "Send me a copy." So I did. So I sent him Dust 3. Before it was released, I called it Dust 3, and he said this is great and suggested a bunch of changes to the bomb spots, again, just like Dust 1.
Do you remember where those original bomb spots were before the sites were A and B where they are now?
Yeah, so there's a tunnel called Suicide, I think now, in Dust 2. At the end of that tunnel, from the terror spawn, you jump down off the road, go through Suicide, and on the left, there's a doorway. In that doorway, there used to be a room, much like it's a very dark room. It's kind of similar to the underparts in Dust 1, and in there was a bomb spot. The other bomb spot was possibly on the right in the little dip along Long A, that weird dip that happens at the end of Long A for no apparent reason. I think it may have been there. I'm pretty sure I moved it around a few times, honestly, trying to find the right location. I do remember at the time, yeah, I had learned from Dust. I was trying to incorporate some Dustish elements, and that B hallway was very similar to the hallway in Dust 1. So I was trying to incorporate some of that into Dust 2 without it being a direct copy. And that was always the hallway that I'd go down with the shotgun in on SMG. That just appealed to me. I think at this point I had developed the sense that there are different play styles. People like to play different guns, different weapons. Long 8 is the part of the map that did not match my paper design, because by the time I got to adding that bit in Worldcraft, I'd run out of room. I was like, no space at all to create what I wanted to create. So I was squashed up against the very edge of the universe in Half-Life terms, and that area just became long as a result. So I think I was trying to make sure that there are no ridiculous lines of sight. There's no positions where a player could get in where they were drawing too much of the map, because that would slow down their experience, that would drop their FPS. So I think I was more concerned about the FPS then performance than the actual gameplay. But that's also why it's quite tight, because I had to kind of go around and dog leg a little bit. But again, that area was, I would have preferred to push it out a bit more like the terrorist spawn in Dust 1, with those kind of balcony bits and kind of more stairs and things. But yeah, I was just squeezed. But I think this is one of those times where having a restriction actually forced you to be a bit more creative and find ways to work within those restrictions. And again, somehow, I squeezed in a little passage around from what would become the CT spawn through to the T spawn. I did have there was a pool, like a pond in Dust 2 at one point so just outside the CT spawn. That was creating bad sight lines and things. So I turned it into a solid wall instead. Yeah, there's always little things that just have the sense and sort of feel that these aren't quite right or aren't necessary. I need to pare them back or get rid of them, because Dust isn't a detailed map. That texture set doesn't lend itself to high fidelity detail. It's more blocky, and so I was trying to stick to that. So I always, the most valuable part to me when making a map was the first time I get to run around it in 3D and run around, jump around, crouch, do all the kind of maneuvers that I expect players to do. And that is the point where I'd always find sightlines that are incorrect or scary or weird or overpowered, or opportunities to add different defenses or offensive positions, to give opportunities to add like that break in the wall for the B bomb spot. Those were all me trying to think, okay, I'm in this position, what can I do from here, and what do I need to look for? How am I safe, how am I unsafe? And trying to make sure that every part of the map had some advantage, but also yet some disadvantage, and tried to balance those as best I could. It was mostly based on feel. Again, I'd run around and any other kind of the kind of spider sense that this feels a bit wrong, a bit weird. Okay, why is that? What am I missing here? What needs to be changed, added, or removed to balance that discomfort in my head out? Just like when you're playing Counter-Strike Revealed, you're always kind of aware that enemies could come from, and what you can do from your position, where you can hide, what opportunities you have. So again, that pit, I think it was just me wanted to find a way to hide as a sniper and just duck in and try to pop out at people planting bombs and things. I think I was basically trying to play the map in my head at the same time as creating it and trying to cover all those bases. Yeah, that's the best way I think I can describe it.
I feel like if you were trying to design the most optimized, like, competitive play esports map, mid doors would be the first cut, because it's like you can get your head blown off just like setting up at the beginning of the match. Did you have a sense that mid doors was going to be like this lightning rod of controversy, or like?
Absolutely not. I had no idea whatsoever. I didn't even consider the fact that from the terror spawn you could see right down there. That's the sort of thing that normally I think I would like to think I'd spotted before I finished that. In that case, that one side I did not spot, and so had I spotted that, maybe that those mid doors would have been different. Maybe I'd have shifted them across or lowered them or done something more creative there. But I knew his dust map needed some double doors somewhere, so it's some there and some for the bomb spot. I did not ever anticipate that the ones right in the very center of the map, where everyone's going to go to all the time, would cause such controversy and pain and suffering, and dice in some cases, but mostly pain and suffering. And those doors were, principally there just to stop people singing too much. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad they caused such controversy and fun and interesting skirmishes over the years. Again, I was never good enough at Counter-Strike to really appreciate all the strats and things that arise out of just small things in the map like that, or where the doors are this way or that way, or where a single crate can be. I was never that good or that aware. Comparing the Counter-Strike I was designing for in the late 90s to the Counter-Strike of today in 2024, it's like 25 years between those, and the strategies and approaches and the level that professional players have to think of now is like so many layers above what I was familiar with at the time. I was just thinking, can I make a shot? Can I jump from here to there without killing myself? Can I throw a grenade? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I was never, I never thought all the other things that could emerge out of these simple maps I was making.
Despite his initial concerns, Dave's follow-up to Dust went on to become the iconic Counter-Strike map, and by all accounts, one of the most famous video game maps in history. And nobody was more surprised by this fact than David Johnston himself. It's hard to overstate the reach of Dust. I mean, like, Dust 2 has been recreated in every FPS imaginable that has map tools. There's like Minecraft mods that are Dust 2. It must be surreal for you. Like, what does that feel like? I feel like it would make me like dissociate. What does it feel like to watch this thing it must be like having a child go off on its own. Like, what is that like?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I see Dust in CSGO and CS2 these days, actually, and think, oh, that's a really cool map. I mean, that's good. I'm glad that's so successful. But then I actually remind myself, oh no, that's my fault. I did that. I created. I set off. I planted that seed. That's become this enormous thing that now hundreds of other professionals have poured thousands of hours and possibly millions of dollars into renovating over the years for different versions of the engine and versions of the game. To think that was all because of me sat in my parents' house on a crappy old Pentium 2233 trying to do something in my spare time. And Dust and Dust 2 and Cobalt aren't my maps anymore. They're owned by the community and people who keep playing them and keep them alive and enjoy them and play them professionally. I'm not responsible for them anymore. That's also a great relief. I don't need to worry about them. They're just taking care of themselves. It's nice. And I do wonder, how long they'll keep on going for. Will they still be played in like 10 years time, 50 years time?
Will they be on like a golden record shot into space someday, Put like Elvis Presley songs, Dust 2, all the high points of human culture.
Yeah, possibly. Or maybe people would be like, oh, we've fed up these things now, just banish them, the band. Not play Dust and Dust 2 anymore. Everyone's stuck with Mansion from now on. That's the map we're going to focus on.
But the story of Dust 2 begins before there was a DE Dust, before there was a Before there was a Counterfuck, my favorite mod. It's a not safe for work mod. But the story of Dust 2, okay, I got this. But the story of Dust 2 begins before there was a DE Dust, before there was a Counter-Strike, before there was even a Half-Life. It begins with a kid named Jave Donston. God fucking damn it.
Dave Dunstan, purveyor of counterfuck.
I enjoyed that. Good recommendation. Some nice high quality brain rottage right there. Ba-ba-boom. Oh, you need a price. Oh, we're close to unlocking the X Battle game format. Yo, new full art, let's go. Someone's got to make an xwater deck builder mod. Yeah, with Tetramon. Huge idea. I'm waiting for it. Imagine we're cracking packs. It's like, oh my god, I just got off counts as damage. Oh my god. That'd be fucking cool as hell. Maybe building something cool. Oh. Got all these packs cracked here. What's up, Andy? Good to see you, partner.
We're chasing the dragon again? Moist squirt.
Yeah. Dude, $300 card. Let's go. Oh, leave that there. How was the weekend? It was pretty great. It was a pretty solid weekend. We finished a game called Slay the Princess today. Started it yesterday. I learned a lot about how did a lot of philosophy about life, death, love, robots. No, it was a weird as fuck game that was actually kind of interesting though. Had a very dude who's stoned talking about the flow of time and the difference between life and death kind of vibe, but it was overall a really solid game. Did I kill the princess? Oh man, it's so in that game at the very end, no. But that game is all about killing the princess. What is the princess? That's the question you got to be asking yourself. Yeah, we cracked packs today. We did some RoboQuest co-op gaming with Wavy last night. We had like a $600 card or 600 card draw in a row moment yesterday. It was insane, man. It was crazy. The deck got its first really useful golden egg. We had to gimme another into a golden egg that discarded half the deck. And then the very next cycle of the deck, the golden egg was the second last card. It was really funny. Yeah, Chuck threw it away one time. Chat really hates Chuckster now. What'd you get up to this weekend, Andy? Mr. Andy Bobandy? A Gooby-Doo. We need one more before the deck resets tomorrow. Oh my god, you can jump. I can't believe I haven't tried that yet. I haven't talked about it yet. I've been thinking about it. I think I'm not going to reset the deck tomorrow. I think I'm going to give you guys a few extra days with it. Wedding yesterday, flew out Friday, and just got back tonight. Wedding. How was it? I'm guessing you had to fly kind of close to my neck of the woods then, eh? To Florida. Yeah, that's my neck of the woods. I'm gonna need to restock here. Let's get... Just kidding, I have stock. Dude, no one's bought any of my sharks yet, or my stars. What the hell? They're not buying any of my stuff. They're only buying the cards. What about the merch? What about the swag? Make them cheap. They're cheap enough. Shoobly-doo. Can't leave this pack of this box of packs just unfinished over here, you know what I mean? Can't just leave that unfinished. You're cracking these packs. Kingu Star. Any 4-digit cards yet? Not recently. Love going to a card shop to see the owner out back behind the garbage bin, feverishly tearing bins open. Yeah, I just need one more rare. I just need to crack one more. I can feel the big one coming. I'm gonna get it soon. Okay, I need 2 of these. I need 1 more. No, I need 1 more of, yeah, I need 1 more of those. I need 2 of the purples. I'm gonna buy this now. I need 2 of the purples. You like the small touch of being able to open the boxes and pull the packs out? They do be given the full experience. I messed this up. Let's put these down here for now. I already had a ton of those packs. I did not need to restock that. It's alright. It'll all fit on the shelf. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Is this what I meant to buy? Shit, no, it's not. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is not fine. That's too much product I bought. Yeah, I definitely meant to buy these. Doo-doo. Just got here, so gonna sleep soon, I guess. Oh, playing Card Shop? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna tap out soon. Card Shop's the wind down game. You go on the bottom shelf there, buddy. Yo, my employee, honestly, I gotta give him props. He really crushed it today. My guy really crushed it today. Do 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 do. Shelf is well stocked. Stock room is loaded up. I better rip these guys open. Better go ahead and rip these guys open. He managed to work at a bearable speed. Yeah, he did good. He did really well. Any VIPs? Any VIPs willing to pay that king's tax? Holden McGroin, thank you very much, dude. Gene, thanks for gifting one out as well. Gaming. Yo, I can finally lock EX Battle Tournament. Let's go, dude. $27.50 an hour. Yes. What happened to the guy who stole your card? Is he sleeping with the fishies? Yeah, he's shit in his pants, if you know what I mean. He done pooped his last pant. All right, let's start the next day. Oh man, a lot of dissatisfied customers though. He might be too slow. He might be a little too slow. Or maybe they hate my prices.
Evie, I choose you!
It's possible my prices are the problem. Not likely, but it's possible. Evie! Arcast! Dude, another primer. Hello. What's up? Thank you, Arcast. Appreciate it very muchly. Yes, we are open. All right. When you start to get overwhelmed, say something so I can come help you, okay, bud? The opening rush. He can't handle the opening rush. He's got to let me handle the opening rush. $43 and change, huh? All right, buddy. Get back to it. Man the counter. Opening rush is finished. You can get back to it. I'm gonna order some blue decks, some wind decks, and some sleeves. Oh, 312. Okay, big order. Big buy. I'll put these here for now. Your employees can steal your shit? No, I clickbaited the title. Nah, I was just being a shitter. Classic shitter? Yeah, it takes one to know one. Ha! Got him. I'll just throw the rest of the dice on that shelf. There's nothing else on it anyway. Okay. Shelves are looking pretty good. Gonna need more blue deck boxes and yellow deck boxes. Blue, yellow. And now we're gonna need a shit ton of packs so I can feed my harrowing addiction. You hadn't seen new homie? The new employee? Yeah, he works just as fast at the cash register as the other guy. He's just as good at the cash register as the other guy, but he's like half the cost. So I fired the other guy. I said, get out of here. But you know what? He honestly has a bit of a lineup going on right now. I got to take over for him. He's a little slow sometimes. But there's a lot of people. Daddy's got to come in and take care of action. You know what I mean? Daddy's got you, baby. Daddy's got you. That's what I call my employees baby. I'm daddy. Just like well, honestly, just like all the workplace seminars told me not to do, but I do it because it builds our connection. I think they like it. All right, go to the counter for daddy. Can I buy a second register? I can. All right, we got packs to crack. What if the card is in the pack on your shelf? Those ones are for sale. That's how you run a business, you know? I can't have all the good stuff to myself. My customers need to get a small hit of the dopamine as well, so they come back and they keep buying more, because I need their money to be able to buy these boxes so that I can crack. Okay? It's like the circle of life. I'm a giraffe eating the carcass of another giraffe. They're the dead giraffe that spent all their money at the casino. Is any of this getting through to you? Is any of this getting through to you? Should give them their first pack free. Dude, MTG actually has a mechanic like that. If you go to an LGS that like has... If you go to a local game shop that has support from, like official support from Wizards, they have a bunch of like little first time player starter packs, starter decks that you can like ask for if you know about it, which is so funny because there's no way you'll know about it, right? You're new. Unless somebody like at the shop is like, oh, you're just getting into it? Here, take one of these. But yeah, they're trying to get him in there, dude. Wow, that pack had like 5 money cards in it. Whoa. It's a Bogon. Whoa, it's a clog. Man. Dude, sales are kind of going nutty today. Oh, I need to restock cards. No wonder. I have so many of this card. Oh my god. Did the employee... Yeah, dude, I had to fire them. And I actually have the next content patch for this game is going to include small claims court. When your employees steal from you, you have to take them to small claims court. You have to like pick out of 3 cards which one they stole. You have to make a case for how much profit you lost for it. Bob, I'm totally fucking with you. None of that's true. It's just clickbait. Title's just clickbait. I gotta be honest with you. I'm just fucking with you. Wow, Emily, you fell for that, like, by proxy. You got tricked by proxy. He's gas lamping? I'm just regular lying. I'm not gas lamping. I'm just regular lying right now. We can't... Wait, this has already happened, guys. Gas lamping as a concept has lost strength because we're constantly misusing it. It takes power away from the mechanic. It's already gotten nerfed 3 patch notes in a row. Ooh, $300 card. Ooh, I like that. Another $300 card. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Has it actually gotten nerfed? Can I present evidence? All right. You're gonna play the evidence game, huh? You're gonna play the prove the things you say clay game? I'm gonna play the shut up, dummy. Bam. Now I don't have to respond to you. Hit you with the trap card. Scoo-boo dee boo dee boo doo. Nice, $400 card. Be-doo, gee-doo, be-doo-doo. Ribbidi-boo, blee-boo, bee-boom-bo. Scribby, blah-blue, bee-brum-bo. Hickey-boo, bee-da-ba-ba-bo. $400. My big cards. They cost $400. King tax. Who's gonna pay it?
Hey,
Somebody.
how's it going?
Pay that tax. Pay that tax.
Wait, no!
For 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adding 5 cards to that, brother. Thank you for committing for a whole gosh darn year. Some cookie clicker vibes. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Stash your trash, guys, on the king's tax. Get them taxes out of here. Come on, you don't need them. Get those taxes out of here. You're better off without them. You don't need taxes to make you happy, okay? You don't need taxes to make you happy. $181 seconds on that card right there on the perfect run. Oh, chat room, left, middle, or right. I need to see some voters in the chat. Do your duty, chat room. I need to see some voters. Left, middle, or right. Please make the call. I don't care which one you vote for. I just need you to vote. Left gang, you guys lost out on a Dell or no Dell, but you got a Chuckster, which honestly, he's lost a little. I think he's gas lamping right now. I think he's lost a little bit of his Kazam, his Pazors, his Pazubi. The people do not love him as much as they used to. Actually, they never really loved you, Chuckster. It was all lies, buddy. It was all lies. Still better than A Quiet Time. A Quiet Time's awesome. Minute new, skibidi-bidi-doo-doo. Dude, I'm so close to shop level 25. Dude, you gotta have faith in the golden egg, Bob. What about the heart of the cards, man? I'll prove it to you, Bob. Draw 30 cards right now. I'm kidding. You're gonna get that golden egg in the next card. I can feel it. My card shop owner roleplay is seeping into my deck builder streamer real life here. I missed the inverse quiet time. Was hilarious seeing that edit. Yeah, I'm glad we got that edit. I'm glad Wizzy was able to put that together. I'm gonna post that on social. I was gonna post it tonight, but it was a little late by the time I downloaded it and put it on YouTube. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, so it's not like middle of the night when the clip gets posted. Hopefully, it gets a little bit of more views that way. A few more views. Get that bad boy a few more views. You know. All right, one more. One more day. I want level 25 because then I get new booster packs. Let's just pay our bills right at the start. Get them out of the way. Don't have to worry about them. Nobody's buying the green decks. Are they giga expensive right now? 27 on 20. That's not fun. That's not bad. Yes, we are open. I might have to help Bozo over here with the launch, the opening rush here. You know what? I have spare common boosters here. I'm throwing them into these like bottom racks. These really are just shelf fillers, so these get to sit on the bottom racks. That's actually a cool, good looking spot for it. I like it. Sorry, bud, you're a little too slow. I'll take that. Here we go. We're gonna keep this line moving a little faster. I'm gonna put my employee over here on too much change given. Sorry, none. Hey, can you do something useful? Restock shelves. Restock shelves while I'm running the cash register. Wow, that's awesome. $21 due. Is that the first one of those U2s I sold? No, there's been a couple actually. All right, go back to the counter. You're just gonna leave it right there? You're just gonna leave it right there? Are you kidding me? Buddy. Oh my god, I'm stressed out. I gotta go in the back room and crack some packs, or I'm gonna freak out. I gotta crack some packs or I'm gonna freak out over here. Slurp up that experience, Big Daddy. Shop level 25. Mahaha. $3,000 to unlock the basic Destiny pack. Unit price $446. What the basic Destiny is just going to be a really increased chance for like foils, right? Go ahead and check that guy out. Oh my god, you are so irresponsibly slow. Oh my god, I can't watch. 49. Here, get back on till. Get back on till. Now there's too many people. Now I gotta do it. It's a whole new set, a new binder. Oh shit. So it's basics, but of a new set. Oh, well then they're not gonna be worth a lot. That's a bummer. But it is new Mon. Wow. 4 cents on these cards. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's the point of even cracking these packs, I tell ya? Ba-da-da-doo-doo-doo. We're carrying new product. We're carrying new products, everybody. Market price? Wow, I can actually charge 10 for these? That's actually a huge profit margin on the pack. What the fuck? Oh. Maybe I underestimated. Yeah, dude, Jack turn coming back. Okay. Maybe I underestimated these new packs. Maybe I underestimated what we were in for here. That's kind of fucking awesome. Moo, me, moo, me, 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 moo, moo, moo. Yo, this guy's checkout speed is very fast. You guys think it's uncool of me to take the profits I'm generating with this employee to hire and pay for the training of the next employee? You guys, how do you guys feel about that? It's a real sharky shark move over here. Business is business. Sorry, kid. You just ain't quick enough for the card shop cashier game. Sorry, kid. Do 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 dee 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 do do do. No, I don't want to put those there yet, actually.
Vamos chicos, esto es Baño Kazooie. Vamos con todo el baño.
Turn on some of these lights. Let's. Ghost card is stored in different album. Ah, yes, yes. What a restock this man can pull off. He's a restocking machine, I tell ya. Those are 4 in 2 different boxes. That's annoying. I have so much money. I gotta just buy more of that new pack. I gotta get product of this one. This is gonna be the hot new item. I gotta have a lot of it on the shelves. What's this about a stolen foil lizard? Dude, you'd never believe it. They actually programmed employee theft into this game. If if you're out of the room for too long, your employee thinks they can pull a fast one on you. Yeah, we fired the last guy. But the small claims court patch isn't live yet. So we can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it yet, at least. Just for old time's sake, we're going to crack a pack of the old ones. We're going to crack a pack of the starting cards. Look at that. Isn't that nostalgic? Look at all these guys. Look at these goofy, crazy, kooky guys. Look at all these little goofers. What's the price? I gotta come clean, hate. I gotta come clean, chat. I gotta come clean. Nobody stole from me. That's a clickbait title. I gotta come clean. I'm doing it. I'm coming clean. Here I am. I'm clean. Never been clean in my life. Hey, you don't boo a man for coming clean. Come on. Come on. You don't boo a man for coming clean. He came clean. Join us. Almost everyone has fallen for the title. Yeah, you know what? They didn't come in. They didn't interrupt me. Okay, you guys are just as bad as I am. Maybe even worse. Probably worse. Dude, this guy's going in the display case. I can't sell that. That's too cool. All right, I'm hiring Clark Cash. Hiring Clark Cash. Oh man, my employee's not here right now. I can't fire him. I have to fire him tomorrow. I'm not allowed to fire him unless he's here. He actually did pretty good today. Only 4 dissatisfied customers. Is he a good stock or anything? He's useless to me. He is useless to me. How did you get in here? Hey, you're fucking gonzo, idiot. See ya. I'll pay you for your final day. Are you Clark Cash? Where's Clark Cash? Here he is. Clark. Do what your name says, okay? I'm gonna monitor your work a little bit, Clark. I want to see you in action. I want to see if the rumors are true about Clark Cash, fastest cash in the East. 1, 2. Oh my God, he's like double the speed of the other guy. Yeah, you can handle that. Look at him go, dude. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's absolutely crushing it. You're doing great, pal. You're doing great. No, an employee's never shown up stinky. Not that I've seen. If they do, it's going to be a really big problem. I have a really big problem if they do. All right, Clark, you do your thing. I'm going to be in the back. You do your thing, Clark. I'm going to be back here doing my thing. I'm crunching the numbers. Ooh, I got a full art turtle. Cool. Whoa, $1,000 card. Whoa. That's big. Let's go put that on sale right now. All right, let's keep going. Keep cracking. Whoa, $139 card. Oh my God. The basic Destiny pack is kind of actually going sicko dummy crazy. Gotta sleep now. See you tomorrow. See you, dude. Have a good one, Maz. Can I buy cards from customers? No, there's no trade-ins yet. Or I don't know if there will be, but you can't. What happens with all the useless cards? I can put down a workstation and box them up into little boxes. Sell the bulk, but they sell for like $15. They take a bunch of time to pack. It's not worth the trouble. I wish the stacks of useless cards had to exist somewhere in the shop. Yeah, we're holding on to them because in 20 years, a new format's going to come out and they're going to be really useful in it. In terms of making money cards, these legendary packs are definitely better to crack. But there's ghost cards inside the new packs, so I gotta crack some of them if I want those ghost cards. Wow, 2 EX cards. Not bad. Not a bad pack right there. Not a bad pack. You got me to buy this game this weekend, and I must say, I think I have more fun watching you play. I feel like it's got to be solid, lurky, like fun to watch in the background while you're doing something else. How much tea have we had? Also, as much as we love the decathon. How much tea have we had? Like actual, literal, like tea? A lot, actually. I've been drinking a couple of cups a day to soothe the sore throat. Playing Destiny 2 right now with you in the background. Streaming a mindless game is always a interesting time too, Holden, because I get to chat with you guys and kind of vibe. I feel like when you're... Ooh, nice. Full art bird. I feel like when you're playing... when you're playing a game like this, you gotta have like a show or a movie on or something in the background. I feel like people don't really watch movies with their games as much. I watched movies when I gamed when I was a kid all the time. I would watch movies all the time when I was gaming. But I feel like now it's like YouTube and Twitch streams more so, which makes sense. Same kind of vibe, a little less commitment too. Times do be changing. Oh, nice. Fire dog. I think I already have one of those. Have I paid my bills? Not all of them. Can you pay an employee to crack packs? I would never give them this curse, responsibility, or dopamine. This is my part of the game. This is what I get to do. I'm the pack cracker. The employees can really steal stuff? Yeah, dude, it's crazy. If you're in the back room cracking packs too much, not paying attention, you leave them alone for long enough, it builds up like a secret meter that makes them more likely to steal the foils on display. When you're being a degen boss who's not helping out, they fight back. The only thing I don't like about it is in this game, because it's early access, right? Like they're still working on it. They released that without releasing the small claims court part of the game, where you can actually, like, on your phone, try and win the case against the employee. Like, there's going to be a new phone app called, like, Ace Attorney, I think, on the thing, is a little nod to Capcom's. The Judge Judy DLC. Ooh. We really need somebody restocking these shelves. Somebody should really be on that. Oh boy. I gotta order some product over here. Gotta go ahead and empty the box. Kid just leave the box like that. You gotta empty the box. Oh, dude, the employee left without checking you out. We're gonna have a talk about that tomorrow. Him and I are gonna have a talk about that tomorrow. Sorry about that, sir. That's dumb. Get out of here. Go on, get. Why does it have office trash cans outside the building? Because that's the kind of shop we run. Okay? Because that's what works. What you should be asking yourself is, wow, how does this place keep such an insanely impressive inventory stash at all times? And the answer is because the owner diligently cracks packs day and night. Always pack cracking. I feel like a lot of these Neo Destiny, Terramon, whatever they are, look like Digimon. I feel like the first ones were much more reminiscent of Pokemon. Some of these are like Digimon. Like that's a Digimon. That last one, that Sapoling, that's a Digimon. That's got Digimon eyes. That's a Digimon. What do I think of the Pokemon mod? I haven't really looked at it. Batrang. I like that guy. But like, yeah, like Pokemon. Digimon just, I guess Pokemon did their robots. Digimon. Oh, that's Digimon. That guy's Digimon. Huge time. Same with Helio's actually kind of oh yeah. What's that dude's name? Werbo? That weird bird? That weird dragon bird with the horn? That thing's a Digimon. A few of these are Kirby enemies. Okay, fair. I can get behind that. Kirby enemy. Ooh, 2 little shiny guys in that pack. Yeah, can we get some money cards? Can I see a money card, please? I haven't seen like any money cards. Thank you. It's not a lot. You know, I'm not asking for a lot. 20 bucks here and there. Just looking for a couple of money cards. Just looking for a couple of cards. Just a little bit. Yo, 2 separate $20 cards there. One thing I don't like about this game is the licenses you have to buy for the packs, even though they cost the same amount anyway. The licenses are stupid. Yeah, I'm with you. Especially because you're not like making a ton more money off the boosters. Like buying the license for these and their market value is lower than this one. Like what? Even these are higher. And you're pulling trash out of them. Speaking of, I'll leave them at 10. It's fine. Have these gone up? Finally. Let's go 65 for now. My pride and joy, baby. I'm saving the full arts. I'm collecting them. If anyone ever does rob my shop, this is where they want to go, dude. Look at all this. They're all, you know, none of them are crazy value, but they're not bad. Oh, I unlocked water sleeves. Ooh. Ooh. How goes the shop? It's running pretty good. It's not bad. But I am done with it today. We are done with it for the day.